Well, the correct name is Theater.js. And so I'm Arya Minai. I'm here with my two co-founders, Puya and Puriya. So Theater.js allows web designers and developers to create animation on the web. And they can create anything from... Does anyone hear me right now without the microphone? No. So it allows them to create animation on the web. And they can decide, they can create simple things like two-dimensional animated product demos, all the way up to like three-dimensional, immersive, complex, theatrical animations in games. So we created Theater.js because we realized that there is so much potential in bringing animation to the web. Because unlike text, animation can instantly grab the viewer's attention. And you can create this world where the viewer can actually experience your story. And you can be theatrical, you can talk to their senses. So they will feel your message, and they will get it, and they will remember it, and they will spread it. Animation can be so much more powerful than text, and it's a whole different medium for people to express themselves on the web. So knowing that there is this kind of, hold on a second. Yeah, okay. So don't count that. Yeah. So knowing that there is so much potential in animation, we created Theater.js, and we started off with an MVP, a prototype. So the MVP was supposed to, you see it in here, this is Theater.js. Sorry, the resolution is low, but now Puya is kind of trying to create animation. And this is a web page, this is a browser, so he can create any kind of animation he wants, and it'll play live on a browser, on a smart TV, or anywhere else. So we made the MVP, and then we tried to test it to see how people would react. So using the MVP, we created a demo, a product demo, but not a demo of Theater.js. We wanted to see how powerful Theater.js can be in creating an animation for another product. So we actually promoted another product we have created called Gridify. How many people have seen this? Like, raise your hands? All right, not so many. So we created this demo, and it demos a Photoshop panel. It's not about Theater.js, but the animation is actually created with Theater.js. So we did that, and we put it up on the internet. We put it up on yellowbee.org, which is our blog. And we waited for people's response. And the next day, we were overwhelmed with the response. Because we got 50,000 hits on like 2 days. In the first week, for a website that has just launched. Tens of websites wrote about it, and it sparked all this conversation on the social media. And we got like thousands of tweets and retweets about that. Almost all of them from like out of Iran. So it showed us how powerful Theater.js can be in showcasing products. We got like a set of tweets. Here's like some of them, how people reacted to watching the demo we created. And
time's up.
Oh my God. There is a $3 billion market size. Just saying. $3 billion. Yeah.
Okay, thanks for your presentation. You have a demo.
Yeah.
Could you play that, please?
Yeah. So this is Theater.js. It's working right now. Sorry, the resolution is low. Puya is trying to animate that Gridify thing, the text. So,
is this a software or a plugin, or
it's a web-based software?
So you have to install something in your browser to be able to
not
work it, or just
it'll play anywhere.
How does it launch?
Well, if you want to animate something, or if you want to watch the animation itself. Because if you want to animate something, then you can use Chrome or something modern browsers, and it'll animate for you. But if you don't watch it, it exports to web-based stuff, MP4, anything you want. So
the tools, you can download the tools, or the tools just come out?
Oh yeah, you download the tools, you put it in your project, it works.
Who's your target customer?
Web designers and developers. There are 6 million of them. not just web designers and developers, but people who are involved in animation. Like for example, in 2010, Flash had 2 million devs. And we estimate that there is at least 6 million devs, which somehow comprises to a $3 billion market.
How are you gonna make money on it?
People subscribe for a license to be able to animate. They can create web-based animation, they can create product demos, games, anything that requires animation, and they pay a monthly fee. That's the first model.
Okay.
Free for open source, by the way.
Arya, thank you for your presentation. I know your team and you are so talented. I like your work. But I at least care about the business model of your system, your product. Have you ever validated how much money can you make out of this? Is there any premium features to add, having a freemium and upgrading to a premium, or should it be in subscription model?
Last time we talked, it was free. Now it's only free for open source and personal uses. So it'll make money. Like if you have 6 million developers, theoretically you can charge them monthly, and that's how the system makes money. We are in the process of validating that, but we have to recognize that we can't cobble together an animation software just to see if it works. It takes time. That's why we need a few more months to test them on developers. But with the response we have received from the developers, and knowing that I am a web designer too, if I had this tool, I would pay $50 a month just to use it. So.
I see. And how much the target market itself? The $3 billion is your totally addressable market. Who are your direct customers?
Yeah,
the early adapters and those who pay at your first appearance.
It's hard for me to estimate that, but I know that there is at least 2,000 because we got 60,000 hits. Based on that, some numbers crunching 2,000 early adopters, but the whole market is at least more than 6 million. You have to see that you can use this in creating HTML5 games, and that's a market that is growing to become a $14 billion industry. Sorry?
Do you have any samples?
Games?
Of games or something else?
Not games.
What do you have here that you can show us?
This is a, so we don't have sound here, but, right, so this is a blog post, and it uses Theater.js for this animation. And I can tell you what it says. So Gridify lets you animate, Gridify lets you create grids with Photoshop. So after you've installed it, you can open your Photoshop and you can launch the panel right here. So here's the panel. We have three features here. Let's start with the first one. I'm going to type in 100 and hit Gridify.
What is the output file?
Yeah, anything the developer wants. If they want MP4, they can get MP4. If they don't want MP4, like the thing that you're seeing here, this is actually HTML. Like those buttons are actually HTML buttons, and that div is actually an HTML div. Like I can select anything.
Okay, thank you.
That's how interactive it is.